Marvel Legends released a lot of great action figures in 2025 that everybody loved, but they also released a lot of garbage. I already talked about the best Marvel Legends of 2025 in one of my most recent videos, and if you haven't seen that video yet, go check it out. Today, we're going to talk about the worst Marvel Legends of 2025, so strap yourselves in, guys, grab yourself some popcorn, get a drink, and let's see what kind of nonsense we got from Hasbro this year. We're going to have 5 categories, and for each of those categories, we're going to pick one action figure. So there's a lot of bad ones probably that we're not going to get to, but that's just going to be the way it is. The first category is comic book, and for this one, I'm going to go with Werewolf by Night. This action figure was so bland. It barely had any sculpting work. The face sculpt on it was terrible. It didn't represent the classic character well at all. And if you go back and compare it to the Werewolf by Night that Toy Biz made for their Monster box set way back, like 20 years ago, it wasn't as good as that action figure. This was such an underwhelming release that barely had anything in the package. It didn't do anything special with the character. It was just there to say they did it. It would have been okay if this action figure were maybe $15, but when the price is going up to around $28, it's a bit much for what they're giving us. I guarantee you there's customizers out there doing better work than this. The complete lack of accessories really did a number on this one, and I don't think it's very representative of the character. The lack of paint on Hasbro's Marvel Legends really shows its ugly head when you start making horror action figures like Werewolf by Night. The second category is Deluxe, and I'm going to have to go with Maximum Series Hulk on this one. This was such a piece of trash. I knew this one was going to be bad before I even bought it. I saw that rubber chest day one when it was revealed, and I said to myself, that thing is going to crack. The way that the arms are going in to do the sonic clap, that is going to crack. And the only thing that surprised me was that it took much shorter time than I expected it to for the chest to actually start cracking. All over social media, there were people reporting that, hey, chest is cracking. Sure enough, people were having all kinds of problems with getting scratched, all kinds of problems with it cracking. Just nothing but nonsense with this Hulk. And on top of that, it was a reused action figure for the Maximum Series line. Maximum Series. Where do they get off calling this a Maximum Series figure when it's just the same old Hulk action figure with the same old problems with a worse chest design? And if that all wasn't bad enough, the head sculpts for this one were horrendous. None of them were indicative of a classic Hulk design. None of them were necessary. None of them were heads that you would pop on Hulk and say, oh yeah, that's a keeper. Nobody's looking at this Maximum Series Hulk and saying to themselves, I have to have this one. This is one that you just give back to the store. You take back to the store because it's such garbage. They even charged $60 for this. $60 for the worst piece of crap I've bought from Hasbro in the longest time. And for what? Articulated feet, a brighter paint job, hands that can clap together? You're telling me they couldn't make butterfly joints that could clap those hands together? I don't believe it. Hasbro's getting real lazy recently. Their quality is falling off into the toilet again, and Maximum Series Hulk is a perfect example of that. Category number 3 is MCU, and for this one, we're going to go with Captain America Brave New World Red Hulk. Wow, this would be an okay Red Hulk action figure if it wasn't for the fact that Red Hulk is portrayed by Thunderbolt Ross. And who plays Thunderbolt Ross in Captain America Brave New World? Harrison Ford. Who does the Red Hulk action figure look like? Mark Ruffalo. So right out the gate, the figure is an automatic failure. Not worth purchasing. Absolute trash. If it doesn't look like Harrison Ford, then don't even bother making it. Why would you even want a Red Hulk if it's not Harrison Ford? I want Harrison Ford on my Red Hulk action figure. If you can't do that, don't bother. Don't come to the door knocking. I don't know what Hasbro was thinking releasing this action figure. Do they think people are stupid? Do they think that people are just going to buy any old thing? Do they think that if they just slap Marvel Legends on it, that it's going to sell like hotcakes? What's the rationale here? It is a waste of plastic. It is a waste of everybody's time. This is such cheap trash, and then they got the balls to charge a deluxe price for it. It's not even worth $10. You can sell it for $5, it still costs too much. It's not the right person in the box. Category number 4 is multi-pack, and for this one, we're going to go with Iron Man and the Mandarin. This one had one of the most anticipated Iron Man villains, one of the most anticipated Marvel villains in the Marvel Legends line for the longest time. And what do they go with? The most boring version of the Mandarin they could possibly pick. Dear God, another guy in a suit. Are you kidding me? I don't care if he's accurate to some random issue of the comics that came out whenever. It sucks. The design sucks. It doesn't matter if it's accurate to the comics. The design is boring, and it doesn't represent the most classic, the most memorable version of the character. There's so many other designs for the Mandarin you could go with, and then you choose a guy in a suit. What a joke. If you go to bat for this version of the character and say it's fine, you're an idiot. Just shut up. Right out the gate at that point, your opinion is as much a joke as this action figure is. It's such a generic body that doesn't even feel like it belongs to the Mandarin. It feels like it's just Mandarin's head on some other guy's body, which is exactly what it is. And the hands it has, like one set of them doesn't even have the rings on them. This is such a bad release of the Mandarin. Such a lousy slap in the face of fans who have been waiting patiently for 20 years for Hasbro to make a Mandarin action figure. It has to be some kind of troll. The people running the scenes have got to just be chuckling to themselves behind closed doors over this. Like, well, they wanted the Mandarin, we gave them the Mandarin. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. This isn't the Mandarin. This might as well have never happened. We'd be better off pretending that this never came out, that this doesn't exist. It's no good. Make it again. And the last category is our wild card category, and I'm going to go with Battle Damaged Spider-Man. This was part of the Magic the Gathering wave of Spider-Man action figures that Marvel Legends put out, and this figure was such a debacle. One, it came with a Magic the Gathering card that they inflated the price of the product to $40 to justify including one single card in the package. And of course, all the Magic the Gathering fans are trying to gaslight us into thinking that, oh, that's actually a steal. No, it's not. It's a card. It's a card. It's a piece of cardboard. One single card in the package. That does not make it worth $40. Get a reality check. Get real, buddy. Touch grass. Wake up and smell the coffee, nerds. But besides all that, there was the actual action figure. And this one literally fell apart right out of the package. You took him out of the package, you try to pose him, what happens? Legs fall apart. Because for some reason, Hasbro decided to put some oddball joint on the legs that when you try to manipulate it, the figure just broke. What is going on with Hasbro's QC these days? Is it just being run by monkeys plunking away at a keyboard? Are they just pooping in their hands and rubbing it all over their faces while they're trying to run the assembly line? Why are the toys so lousy now? Call me crazy here, but I have a fundamental belief that if you pay $40, the action figure ought to work. I know we got all the nerds out there that love hemorrhaging money on boutique action figure, spending money on imports going, that's cheap. What did you expect for $40? I expected it to work because it's made by a multi-billion-dollar company. What is the multi-billion-dollar company doing if they're making toys that don't work? It is mass-produced by a company that has all kinds of capital at its disposal. What are they doing? If there's one hero they want to get right, if there's one hero they don't want to screw up, it's probably Spider-Man. But apparently Hasbro can't even do that anymore. Are we at the point where Hasbro's gotten so bad with their QC that they just gotta lose the license and let someone else handle it? Is this sort of thing happening over at Mattel? Is this sort of thing happening over at Jada Toys? What's going on with other companies? Are their toys just breaking when they come out of the box? What a piece of crap. It's not even worth buying at discount. Thumbs down. Let all the stores that have this one sit on it until the New Year's and absorb the inventory tax. Happy New Year! Well, Soulmates, those are the Marvel Legends in 2025 that I think are the worst. Which ones do you think are the worst? I would love to hear from you guys. Do you agree with my list? Do you have different ones? I don't know, guys. Let's hear them. Thanks for watching, guys. Happy New Year, everyone, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.